Hello everyone and welcome back to the Raz Gaming Group. This is another game that was sent to me by Monomate. Apologize for the little slip there. This was another game of Monomate vs. guyOD, game 2 of the series, and this one was on Jungle Basin. Jungle Basin is a pretty interesting map in ZVT. There is a lot of interesting nuances that can happen with 2-base play. Unfortunately, 3-base is a little harder for Zerg, and 4-base is almost impossible for a Zerg to get. So we will see exactly how this game goes. I have not actually watched it yet, and I made sure not even to look at the time. I toggled the timeline, so I do not know how long the game will go, and we will see exactly what happens. He actually looks like Monomate does talk about the fact that he does not like this map right here, and it looks like he is spawning in the top position, and it looks like guyOD is spawning in the lower position, going with that 10 supply depot. And in this map, he can go pretty quickly for his second base, so I will not be surprised if we see a fast hatchery. I'm not sure if like a completely fast, like a 14 hatch, is really Monomate's style of play. He may go with that early extractor and early spawning pool at 14 and 15. We will have to see. It'll be pretty interesting, but this map is long enough to where it can be possible. So yes, it looks like he does throw it on that spawning pool at 11. Ooh, pretty interesting. At 11, it looks like we will potentially be seeing some very early aggression. I do not think Monomate enjoys this map, so he wants to definitely make sure to take Guy out pretty quickly. He does not want this game to go far beyond at least, 1 or 2 base play. Because anything beyond that, the Terran have a lot of control on the map when they take that third base, generally out towards the center of the map, or even if they take this one, it's still pretty hard to control because there's so little room, and mostly Terran take this base, and it'll be pretty strong because then they can attack here pretty quickly because that's really short distance for tanks. And then if you take this base and this base is Zerg, then you have problems because your bases are split up. This one's a little easier to defend, but they can do drops here and attack either up this way or down this way, and there's generally, this whole area is kind of like a dead zone. You don't put anything there. So you have to make sure you have some good creep spread so you can see everything that's going on. But with this fast spawning pool, we may see some pretty early aggression. Looks like he does throw up that extractor, so I actually pull up production tab so we can see exactly what's going on. I was to say, so we could see some speedlings, but he also did throw up this roach warren, so we will see actually roaches. Also looks like we have, again, another fast factory. I'm wondering if this is actually going to be the same build. It could be pretty interesting. It didn't work the last game, but maybe it will in this game. He has gone for double refinery, though, at 19 supply. That finally finished, so that was a pretty fast refinery, and he is continuing to produce some Marines out here. That roach warren and that factory are almost done. We do see that orbital command. It was delayed slightly. I think it was because he wanted to make sure he had this factory out as soon as possible, which means I believe he will be going starport very shortly here, mostly because there's not really a reason to get a factory out this quickly if you're not going to go up to your next building. Oh, it looks like we have an armory here, so we could be seeing, yes, looks like he's attaching a tech lab. We could be seeing a Thor rush. Thor rushes are pretty interesting. You normally wait for, one. Some people go with one Thor, some people go with 2 Thors. You send some Marines and SCVs up, and you can definitely decimate some units. We will see exactly how this works. He does have some roaches out. Thors do pretty much eat up roaches pretty good. And it looks like, does he have any? No, he has not gone lair yet, and he is just continuing to drone up. He has not gone for a second base. It looks like he is definitely going to make sure that this push hopefully kills him. And unfortunately, since he is going with Thor so early, he does not have a lot of defense. So we may see Monomate bust right in here. He could take out the supply depot. He doesn't have a bunker out, which I'm a little surprised about. If you're going to go for a Thor rush, you generally want to play defensively in your building placements and making sure that you have a bunker up so something like this isn't going to happen. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he pulls his roaches up. Marines attack, but they have to back up. Too many roaches here. Looks like he is going to take down this supply depot. It's going to put him in a pretty bad position, but he will get this throw out. He could throw some SCVs up here, and he could hold off this attack. But looks like that tech lab is being attacked. It could go down before the Thor comes out. Now the Thor does come out. He's pulling all his SCVs up. He knows if this Thor dies, that is going to be GG right there. Looks like roaches are attacking, but they're getting cleaned up by that Thor. He's repairing some buildings. Also looks like he has some more Marines coming out. Fortunately, that Marine dies. He is queuing up some more Marines. He is going to have to continue to put this block back up. Looks like he does have some SCVs coming up with this Thor. He is going to push out with that one Thor. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button there. He did throw down some mules, and it looks like he is continuing to produce some RCVs. Looks like he is reattaching that tech lab so he can continue to build more Thors, and he has his Marines rallied right to that Thor. That is definitely going to be the key piece of tech. If that Thor dies, this rush will definitely be ended. Oh, that's what I hit. I hit that button. Okay. So it looks like we do have that second base coming up for Monomate, and he is going with that lair tech. Unfortunately, lair tech is not going to give him a lot that's going to be able to deal with that Thor. Magic box metas could happen, but he would also have to place a Spire, which is not going to happen anytime soon. He does have an evolution chamber up though, and he only has 2 roaches. It looks like that Thor is coming up with 4 SCVs? Yeah, no, 3 SCVs and a Marine. He has to make sure to take out these SCVs first before he attacks that Thor. Let's see how all his micros. No, it looks like okay. Now he's starting to attack those SCVs, but this Thor is definitely doing good work against those roaches. And the SCVs are on auto repair, so they will also repair those SCVs as to being attacked. Now, he has some more roaches coming up. Yeah, he's taking out some of those SCVs. Definitely trying to focus those down. He has to get those down before he can attack this Thor. He's producing 6 more Zerglings, so it will help to take out this. But unfortunately, there is still an SCV there. It looks like this Thor is starting to go down though. Zerglings attacking. Looks like 4 more Zerglings coming up. He's going to have to back this Thor up. There is only 1 SCV. That SCV gets surrounded and taken out. More SCVs coming up though. It looks like that was, yeah, that's 6 SCVs repairing this Thor though. Queen going to get taken out. Zerglings were taken out. Looks like he is also going to take out this Overlord, fishing up some of those Zerglings. 2 more roaches coming out, but unfortunately way too many SCVs repairing this Thor. Looks like this rush is being extremely effective. Second Thor is here. Marine coming up. Ooh, he is doing very good against this. He held off that initial roach rush with that SCV repairing that 1 Thor, and it looks like he is now in a very commanding position. He can definitely move out with these 2. He has 18 Zerglings coming in. That is a lot of Zerglings, but unfortunately I think these Thors are going to eat those up pretty quickly. He has lots of repairing SCVs, so this will do very good. He has to get a really good surround and make sure he kills his SCVs first. Both Thors have a ton of life and do a lot of damage. I don't think he's going to be able to do much about this. It looks like this is going to be GG. Monomate should GG here pretty soon. Taking out some more Overlords. Another Queen going to be going down here in a second. Looks like he is starting to attack this lair, which will reset the tier, but unfortunately there's not much he's going to be able to do. Pulling his drones off the line. Those are mostly just going to get taken out though. Far too many SCVs on auto repair. He even has a couple Marines in here too. 3 Marines. So he's going to be able to clean this up, and it looks like that is definitely GG. A couple more roaches coming out. Looks like he did have that +1 attack, but nothing's going to matter here. Those 2 Thors are far too strong, and he has more units being rallied, continuing to produce more Marines. 3 more Marines in production. These SCVs have not died. They're all fully repaired. guyOD is in a very good position here, just taking out structures. Looks like he took out that evolution chamber. Lair is about to go down. Looks like Monomate is still continuing to try to produce as many Zerglings as possible to take this out. He does get us around a lot of those SCVs. A lot of them do go down, but all those lings did go down. He does have some more lings down here, but I don't think it's going to help much. He does have that 1 base, but guyOD is already in such a commanding position, and if we look at the unit count here, it's 7 drones versus 28 SCVs. He had destroyed so many drones from this base, and he had to reset all of the tech. Spawning pool is gone. Roach Warren is about to be gone. Evolution chamber is gone. 2 extractors are going to be gone. It looks like he is going to try to stop some of these reinforcements with these Zerglings, but I honestly don't think it's going to help. He's not going to be able to build enough Zerglings. Also, since his spawning pool had gone down, he's going to have to rebuild the spawning pool if he wants to build any more units. So all guyOD has to do is come down, finish off this base, and then it will end. I'm a little surprised that Monomate didn't GG. Maybe he's just trying to see how far he can go before he'll get taken out. He may have not seen this rush before. Unfortunately, with 3 Thors, it's going to end pretty quickly, so maybe Monomate was trying everything he could to make sure that it could happen. He's building 7 more drones. Probably going to go with an all-in drone attack at this point, but that was the end of the game. All the structures were taken out. Very interesting. 3 Thors won the game. He almost lost it by that quick roach rush, but he held it off with his SCV repair. So we will go into game 2. It looks like he had a couple Zerglings down here, but Thor was ready and prepped, and he had plenty of SCVs to repair that. But as I said, we'll go into game 2, see how this is. We have some very interesting builds coming out of Guy, so let's see if he has another interesting build up his sleeve. Battlecruiser didn't work. Thor did. Let's see if he goes with maybe standard play for the third one. Okay, thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.